so cold, I think we might die out here.
I don't think it's...
It's so cold! Oh my God. It's warm in here, but when you go outside, it's so cold. It's so cold.
Family Day weekend here in Ontario, Canada. Also Valentine's Day. At the coziest place, at least in Canada, probably on Earth, our cabin in the woods. Good morning, campers.
Morning.
We had a cozy night, a cozy sleep last night. It was -10 when we went to bed. It's only -5 now, so it's a little bit warmer. Very, very light snow coming down, but it is cozy as ever in our sweet little cabin.
Yeah, it's definitely winter here at the cabin now.
Best season ever. Water.
This one.
Yum. So we're here on what we call the top lake or the upper lake. There's a little island back here that we call Blueberry Island, and that's, I think, where you want to...
Yeah, that's where I'm heading, or try and build a quinzee. Or at least start it today and then hopefully finish it tomorrow.
So, and I'm going to go harvest some wood and get our wood pile replenished.
Okay guys, show you, we made it across from there. And just so you know, me hiking on frozen lakes is one of my biggest fears. So I did that, I conquered that. And yeah, it was safe. The lower lake was at least 12 inches thick, so, but there's always that little fear that I have. So we're gonna build a quinzee. So here we go.
So I found this gorgeous probably 20-foot tall standing dead maple tree. Sometimes it's difficult to tell with deciduous trees in the winter if they're actually dead, but an easy way to tell is the bark. So if the bark is peeling off all the way around the trunk, then anything above that is dead and likely the whole tree is dead. And if you're not sure, you can check to see at the ends of the branches if there's any sort of live or living buds. If there's no buds that are, looking like they're alive, that's a really easy way to tell that the tree is in fact at the end of its life cycle. It is still very much useful. We can use it to heat our little cabin. So I'm going to take this tree and haul it the 150 feet back. So what I've done is I've notched right through it, about halfway through the tree, so I should be able to just push it over, away from the camera, of course. Let's make doubly sure of that. Success.
Slowly but surely we're getting there. Okay guys, I think that's big enough. It took me an hour, just over an hour to build that. So just gonna have a hot chocolate and chill out.
Okay, I got that big one down, cut it basically in half, brought it over. Now the real work begins, bucking it up and limbing it. While I was over there, I found 3 more standing dead, smaller standing dead maples. Again, within 150 feet of the camp, so can't really go wrong there. You can see this beautiful hardwood, tight grains. It's beautifully preserved on the inside, so this is going to keep us warm. So just that one tree did all that wood for me. Took a little bit out of me. I'm going to take a bit of a water break, but then I'm going to go back and get the other 2 standing dead trees. But that right there, because it's such hard, good maple, that's probably 2 full days of burning for us in this little cabin. So this is good. We're making progress. Take this one. So again, I'm just notching the side that I want it to fall, the direction I want it to fall in. It's kind of already leaning that way, but you want to be sure, especially when you have an expensive camera set up. But then once I got that front edge notched, then I'm just going to cut at the back right behind it, and it should just push over pretty easily. Now it is really long, so I'm going to cut it in half in order to get it up to the camp. I'm only about 100 feet away from the camp.
We have a white salted caramel hot chocolate. Yum. Sounds good, so I'm sure it will taste good. The interesting thing about being out here in winter, I'm surprised, like I don't even hear any birds at all. So they're all tucked in somewhere comfortable away from all the snow. It's just so quiet. Gives you a lot of time to think, clear your mind. Don't have the distractions of laundry or housework. It's kind of nice. Cheers, friends. I found this little biscotti in one of my coat pockets. Always packing snacks.
You're probably wondering why we have this wheelbarrow here without a wheel. Why, this is no wheelbarrow. This is actually a sawhorse. It splits easy when it's so dry and nice and cold. That's a not unimpressive pile of maple that's going to help us keep the camp warm for the next couple of visits, I think. Do you guys find it as difficult to take Sherry seriously with that hat on as I do?
But it's warm. I like this hat. We start shooting it in here?
Yeah, I want you to start shooting it in here, buddy. Happy Valentine's weekend. Oh, have it, baby.
Yeah. I have been told that I should stick to making sandwiches because I tend to chop my fingers.
I don't know who would say that, but I can tell you it wasn't me.
So we're adding the chicken and we're adding some more spices. There's some garlic, salt, paprika, oregano. Okay, so there's garlic and tomatoes, grape tomatoes, or you can use sun-dried tomatoes. And then there's of course the chicken with the spices. And then there's coconut cream or coconut milk, some spinach, some Parmesan cheese, and some broth. And then we add the orzo rice. I'm adding the rice in. I'm gonna toast it up. Some flavor. Flavor. Smells so good. Then we're gonna add the broth and cover it and let it cook. I'm adding the coconut milk. They're jumping out. Oof, hot. Spot. Marry me chicken. On Valentine's weekend. Huh.
It's made out of lava. Good morning, campers.
Third coffee. I'm happy.
So we had another cozy night here in the cabin. It was chilly this morning when we woke up. It was a little tougher to get out of the blankets this morning, but we got up earlier today than we did last night. It's about -12, but it's windy out there, and it's still lightly snowing, and I think that the mercury is going to continue to drop. It's supposed to get down to -25 or worse. I guess worse depends on your on your perspective, but colder this evening. So we've got some stuff to do today. Cher, what are you going to do today?
I'm going to dig out my quinzee, see if it worked.
I'm going to go down and try some ice fishing, and we've got a really nice dinner planned for the evening. What do you got in store for us, Cher? Sherry is the chef planner.
I don't know. It's a surprise. You'll have to stick around.
Oh. So the fine folks at Beavercraft Bushcraft sent us a compact long-bearded hatchet, and we've been using it for the last month or so on different outings. You'll have seen it in some of our videos that have already been put out.
Yeah, we're really loving it. I love the size. It's 11 inches long, so it's definitely light enough for me to use and also light enough to take on our backpacking trips.
It's hand-forged, high-carbon steel head. You can actually see the forge marks in it, which I thought was neat. I actually thought it was kind of like a trick of a cast that they did, but no, this is actually hand-forged. I think our favorite part mutually is the ash handle. It's got this beautiful grain, and what a great shape. It's super comfortable.
Yeah, the shape, even for my tiny hands, it's easy to hold. So it's shaped really lovely to hold up top or down below.
The handle's actually infused with linseed oil and wax to kind of keep it weatherproof, so that's kind of great. And it's got a convex head, so it's really good for splitting wood, but it's a little bit less than ideal for doing sort of woodworking or like carving.
Although we could just be amateurs.
We could also not be very good at that, which is likely the case. It comes with a cowhide sheath and belt loop. We're not really used to carrying a hatchet in the backcountry. We have one or two, but because this thing weighs less than 2 pounds, we think it's going to be a permanent part of our kit. The AX6 long bearded hatchet.
Come on, long bearded hatchet.
So we like this hatchet. If you think you might be into it, there's going to be an affiliate link down in the description below of our YouTube video, and you're going to be able to purchase that. And if you do, it just shows the people at Beavercraft Bushcraft. Wow, that's hard to say. It just shows the people at Beavercraft Bushcraft that we're sending people their way. They appreciate that, and we'd appreciate that.
Check them out. Snow pile is still there. Well, we got it started. I'll come back when we get a little more dug out. See how it's going.
So when I was a very young boy, my grandfather used to take me out on this lake to go fishing. And when the ice would crack and it would boom, it would scare the living daylights out of me. And I think it probably still will. I always found the most difficult part of ice fishing is getting the lure to go in the hole. Like, I don't know how people do it with those tiny wee rods. It seems the hardest thing for me. Too much. It's not pleasant being out here, so maybe I'll come back a little bit later when it's not so blustery. I'm warm. It's just not fun.
So this is the beginning. And the idea is to hollow this out to like a dome. And then we can start shaving upwards. Okay, I'm in. Can't quite sit up yet, but getting there. And not sure if I mentioned, but I'm very claustrophobic. But I see Jay heading this way, so I know I'll be okay.
So I just tried to cross the ice here on the top lake. Oh my gosh, this snow is amazing. This wind is crazy. It turns out I was going literally up to the top of my boots in slush. So I've got to get my snowshoes before I can make my way back out to see Cher. That was interesting, to say the least.
Okay, I'm sitting in here comfortably for one person anyway. It's kind of creepy, but I did it. It stayed standing. Fun. There's Jay.
Cher's first quinzee. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's great in here, babe.
It probably could be bigger, but I'm too nervous to make it.
Oh, good golly.
Probably don't want your snowshoes.
No, don't wear your snowshoes in the quinzee, like amateur move.
I did it. Yeah, it didn't take me that long to dig it out, even less than an hour. So
The quinzee building went a lot better than my fishing. Just a poor effort, I think. Poor effort. And then I tried to come across without snowshoes on. That was a bad idea.
Oh.
No bueno, as they say in Espanol.
No, it kind of freaks me out. I just kind of scoot across as quickly as I can and don't look back. Oh, I'm making snacks. Feta cheese with olives and sun-dried tomatoes and oregano. I think it's supposed to melt a bit more. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Okay.
morning.
Morning.
So last night got a little bit ahead of us. We were just beat. And so we didn't end up cooking the big steak dinner that we had planned. So we pivoted and we decided to make that a brunch.
Yeah, we're gonna have it for brunch. Makes more sense.
We woke up to a beautiful sunrise, and it's about minus 22 degrees Celsius. So it is frosty.
Yeah, very cold, but very sunny.
Snow makes a distinctive sound when you walk on it at these low temperatures. That's just delightful.
Yeah, we're kind of like falling into camp pace. We're slowing down, which is why we like to be here.
We're going to fuel up with some steak. Is it bacon wrapped?
No.
Oh. Well, I don't even know if I'm going to eat it then.
With cowboy butter.
And cowboy butter. I don't even know what that is, and it sounds amazing.
Tears of a cloud, bum, bum, ba-da, bum, 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 bum. Ooh.
So this is cowboy butter. So Cher, what's in the cowboy butter?
I don't remember. But I feel like it's garlic, a Dijon mustard, onions, lemon juice. Oh, I can smell it. Cilantro. Oh, it smells so good.
Oh, yeah. I already feel like a cowboy. Oh, we lost one, baby. We lost a zucchini.
I'm totally loving this spice pack. From the freaks of nature. Ooh. And then we salted.
Okay, so now we've got these little steak medallions. I'm going to put that butter mixture on top of it, which is rather decadent, OMG. And then we're going to finish that off with some fresh Idaho potatoes.
This is pretty
decadent, eh?
decadent breakfast, but...
We didn't have dinner. We went to bed hungry last night.
And we don't want to carry it out.
Correct. Oh, man. Oh, man. Wow. It's like you literally dream of this flavor.
I'm impressed, actually. That butter is good. I don't usually eat a lot of butter.
I'm not sure if you can tell, but that's like exactly medium rare. That's just perfect. Oof, somebody knew what the heck they were doing, babe. So these old snowshoes probably haven't been worn in 40 years, maybe. These are my grandfather's, and they've been hanging up in here since before I can remember. I don't even know how to put the darn things on, but I'm going to try them out. I think I have it backwards. Like, it's an actual pleasure to be walking around in the snow in these things. It's like a legitimate pleasure. Okay, pals, so that does it for our family day Valentine's weekend out here at our off-grid cabin in the northern Algoma wilderness. We are about to make our way home. It's about a 40-minute hike down the trail, and the day is just beautiful, blue skies, a little bit of wind, but
it's a lot easier trekking out than in.
But this was an absolutely magical weekend in a magical part of the world. I've been looking forward to this since before Christmas.
This is how we camp.